What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm filming this at the same time I'm filming day 2 in Poland. Where there are 2 days in Poland. In this video I'm going to give you the full story of this barn. Almost the full story, history, what happened, what this, what that, everything about it. I'll show you all the inside areas. Let's do this. So the Germans owned this area in Poland where I live for a lot of years. Until 1945. So this barn is probably 200 years old, built by the Germans. Yeah, this barn is 200 years old. It was built by the Germans long ago. In 1945, my great-granddad, when he was 10 years old, and his parents came, moved in, did this, did that, got animals, repaired their old stuff. As you can see, now it's all got these. They should be bought, yeah, like 200 years ago, like something like that, very long ago. In here, the chickens currently, as of 2026, but in 1945, just imagine what this was like. Probably would look way better, way more clean and stuff. That's just crazy. There's a lot of history behind this place. Then when when Germany lost the war and they had to give all the land, Poland took this land, then they came in 1945 at the end of World War II. So, if you look at this place right now, my family have been living here since 1945. So that's about 55 plus 20, 81 years, you can say. 81 years my family has lived in this entire farm around here. And then here you have 14-year-old Martin exploring it after 81 years since they moved in, filming it. Being the first guy to film this and put it on YouTube. The first guy in the family brave enough to record myself and share everything I love about Poland, about countries, and be a future YouTube star, possibly. Make some extra money for the future. But yeah, also it's just to document my holiday, my adventures. Anyway though, so 200 years ago, this was built. 81 years ago, Poland claimed this land. My great-granddad came in when I was 10 years old with his family, with his parents. And now, he's left here with the only life in it, with the chickens, and then also cats. Stray cats have taken over this entire barn. The entire top floor is full of stray cats. Who knows, there could even be a dead cat over there based on what's happening, but yeah. And so, if you want to know more stuff, so I am currently in the place where chickens are. Who knows what this was before? There could have been pigs in here, cows in here, chickens. There's one chicken right there right now, all by itself, just sitting there. Chickens are outside through there, they go through there. They just went out when I came. So there's only one chicken in here currently, I think. It's a roost outside, all animals outside. This was built. This, look at this. 200 years later and it's still working, still solid. It does smell like chicken poo here a lot there and stuff. Some chickens are coming in. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of history about this place, which I still don't know. So today in this video, I'm just gonna give you all I know. So now, chickens live in this exact spot. They come in every day. They've been here for who knows how many years, decades. They're trying to come in. They've been living in this mini area. They eat, they sleep up there, they eat here, and they can go out through there. So, let's go to a different part of the barn. In 2008, the last cow was sold from this farm, and there was no more cows on this farm ever again from 2008. Then, in 2010, the last pig died at the farm. So that is 16 years ago, 2 years before I was born. Well, no, 1 year before I was born. The last pig died in 2010. And since then, the only animals that have been here are chickens. And obviously cats have moved in. The stray cats have now moved into the barn and taken the entire top layer for themselves. There's multiple stray cats in here, 5, 10, a lot. They live here. Their mother was a black cat and their father was a ginger cat. They went together, and for the past 2 years they have formed a lot of, basically an empire of many cats in here. Black to white to mixed to grey to the whole different colours. It's very nice. At the same time, it's not that good because they have their own cats. They have like 10 of their own cats. And then you go 20 meters this way, you got stray cats. And they, obviously, as you know, they're territories. They have a conflict. That does not go well. I've witnessed it before, I think. Heard it before. And yeah. We've got a ginger cat right there. There's the father of all the stray cats that lives at the farm. That's most likely one of his child. Of his sons, whatever. Oh, yeah. The rooster's sitting here. All the chickens are eating, having a fun time. That right there is the tractor of my cousin's granddad. Since the past 2 years or so, this dog has moved in. Now we're feeding him. Now I'm gonna see one more thing here. So this barn, obviously you guys know, the last horse died 30 years ago. And now I'm pretty sure they lived in this barn. He could have lived in this one. I'm not really sure, but probably in this one. So the last horse died 30 years ago. Last pig 16 years ago. The last cow like 18 years ago or something like that. And now let's move on to this barn very quick, because this barn is actually a big part of the history of this area also. This barn right here, right now, is just full of wood, machines, scrap, all this type of stuff. But this barn, I don't even know how many years ago, but long ago, probably in somewhere in the 90s, like 19, not 90, long ago, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, it was burning. And it was actually one more layer higher than this. So it was double the height of this. It was like one entire layer higher. So what I was told, that cat just ran. This barn used to be another story high into a barn. Then my great granddad, who's currently 91 years old, still alive in the house down there, had rebuilt it, built this roof. This maybe like this, maybe 50, 40, 60, 30 years. I have no clue exactly. Somewhere from the 1900s. But yeah. It's just to store all the hay, all the food for animals like that. I don't know if it ever had any, like, animals inside of it, though. Probably did, but that barn there in front is the main barn for the animals. Right now, this area just stores machines, wood, old scrap, things like that. That barn stores the chickens, and upstairs there's a home for the cats. And then anywhere, just, like, different stuff. Another cat just came. I don't know if you see him. They go through this barn and the other barn. You can see all the wood they have, old bikes, old things, all of that. Now I'm gonna enter the barn again. This crazy how this was built 200 years ago. We're back in the chicken area. Chickens have been sleeping on this for decades and decades. The amount of the layoff poo there is crazy. Well, right guys, hope you enjoyed this video of the history and story of this barn. I wasn't 100% correct. I probably was, but I didn't have all the information of it. It was good enough though. Good video. I'll see you again soon. One day we can make another whole story of this area. Not the barn though, but like the landscape, the forest, everything, the entire farm. I'll see you again soon. Hope you like the history of this barn. And me and this cat will say bye to the video. Bye.